sports fans, welcome to Toilet Talk. All toilet, all the time. I'm your host, John Bank. Tonight, in our live studio, we have very special guest, Brian Kraft, to give us his insight on the Week 3 Toilet Bowl action up and coming. He's the 2006, 2009, 2011, 2013, and 14 Bismarck Mandan bowling champion of the world. He'll pick up your girlfriend's split. Please welcome Brian Kraft.
Cheers.
Thank you, Brian, for being on Toilet Talk.
Cheers.
Brian, let me ask you, who is the best quarterback in the NFL? Feel free to name a few if you can't narrow it down to one specifically.
Well, Aaron Rodgers.
John Rodgers.
Yeah,
That's great. Wasn't he the third man in space? Name your top three in the NFL right now.
Tom Brady.
Good choice.
Tom Brady.
He had to cheat to obviously be two of the three.
Not proven, but
I can't prove that he cheated to be two of your three picks.
But at the same time, not proven. But
fair enough.
Third quarterback, maybe. I'll go with that quarterback, Drew Brees, out of the Rams, but
the
not
Rams?
the Rams. But
Drew Brees of the Rams, folks.
Saints.
Drew Brees of the Rams is the top three quarterback.
I could have said
he could have sold him too. Apparently,
Terrell Pryor, but he went to receiver. So,
who in the wide receiving core would be a favorite of yours then?
Yeah, I mean, the Locomotive is a good one, or not the Locomotive. Who's the other?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about right now.
The guy from Detroit.
The Locomotive?
Well, maybe he's too tall, or the Tron. What is
Megatron?
Megatron, yeah. You know,
oftenly confused with the Locomotive.
Yeah.
Yes.
But, the Tron. Yeah, we'll give him that.
Champion. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn this over. I'm going to ask you for your picks, because out of all the guests that guessed the most picks correctly during live interview time on Toilet Talk, there's going to be a small payout.
Ooh.
Let's work from the top down on this one. In Week 3, I want to know your favorites. In Week 3, we have Mojo Machine, 2-0, versus Spiller, I Hardly Know Her, also 2-0. Both teams undefeated, one man enter. I said that wrong.
One man enter.
Yes. Two
He
women
will
disappoint.
come back out.
Yeah. Two man enter, undefeated. One man leave, very sad. The things you need to know here. Mojo Machine recently ran out on his bar tab. Spiller, I Hardly Know Her, has been accused of rubbing icy hot on an opposing team's cheerleader's ass.
Really?
Turns out, he wound up with a handful of balls. Caitlyn Jenner is looking to sue. Both teams are 2-0. What's your pick?
I'm going with Mojo just because he didn't lose his mojo.
You're going with Mojo.
Yeah.
Great choice.
That whole episode with that Jenner thing. Yeah.
Or the icy hot. Also not nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on. Next matchup. The Oakland Naders, 1-1, versus Velvet Thunder, who is currently 0-2. The Oakland Naders recently purchased rotten bananas. Now, they didn't find this out until they got home, went to unpack their bananas from, their grocery sack, and discovered they were rotten. Very, very sad for them. Could affect them psychologically in week 3.
Yeah.
Velvet Thunder invented the dynamite clock and was ridiculed for it.
Why?
Because it was dynamite? I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm going with Velvet Thunder, because it's also the thing under that will freaking put you over the under.
Yeah. Sure. I accept that. Velvet Thunder. The next matchup, The Upper Deckers, who are currently 0-2, versus Tug Toners and Rainbows, who are 1-1. Some brief history for you here. The Upper Deckers started putting sand down the pants of their players during practice time if they fumbled during game time the week before.
And?
Well, they're under a lot of ridicule for that. And the Tug Toners were actually sodomized by a pressure washer while trying to take a selfie.
Yeah, that's completely gross.
Absolutely.
And you know what? I'd rather go having sand on my pants than having an injection on my ass. So, yeah, we're not going with
You're going with the Upper Decker.
Yes.
Because you do not want to be sodomized.
Not only that, because they can't with the straight face.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, sand on the pants is going to build you bigger calves. So I'm going
sand on the pants.
Yeah.
Upper Deckers.
I'm going to Upper Deckers. Plus, no.
Upper Deckers. Excellent choice.
Yeah.
The next matchup we have here, Lick My Bells, Suck My Johnson, 0-2. Also the reigning league champion, by the way, versus the Manual Stimulation, who is also 0-2. This is what we're kind of looking at as the Loser Bowl. To bring you up to speed on both teams, Lick My Bells has had an erection that lasted longer than 6 hours. No penis pills involved. He just went to the hospital to show off. Manual Stimulation dressed up like Elsa from Frozen.
Ooh, really?
Because he tried to trick or treat 1 month early.
Well, now he just lost me just because he said he tried to trick or treat as that. So, yeah, this is a tough one. I would just go with Lick My Bells just because it's kind of what I would kind of like.
You would like to lick his bells.
Not
excellent.
His,
I will notate
not
that.
His bells. He's
Lick My bells,
my
suck my
bells.
Johnson is Brian's preference. The next matchup we come to.
My bells getting licked.
I'll bet you do. The next matchup, Kick You in the Punt, who is currently undefeated at 2-0, versus Gronk If You're Horny, who is also undefeated at 2-0. Let me tell you that Kick You in the Punt recently broke his penis pump.
Yeah, that's just disturbing.
Gronk If You're Horny recently sent Kick You in the Punt a dick pic, which caused Kick You in the Punt to use a penis pump.
Well, that's all Gronk.
It is all Gronk,
all
isn't
Gronk.
it?
Dude,
It is all Gronk.
Nothing happening without Gronk is not even feasible in my mind, just because I am motive in my bowling lanes to get things done at the same time. Gronk is my pick.
Gronk is your pick. And the last matchup for us to discuss, Hartford Whalers, who are 1-1, versus Big Blue Balls, who are also 1-1. A couple little things you need to know. Hartford Whalers are currently being investigated by PETA for spanking a monkey. This comes 1 year after their investigation for choking a chicken.
Interesting.
Big Blue Balls has had all of his fan mail to Harry Potter marked Return to Sender and could possibly be a psychological demotivator for him in this upcoming week. What say you, Brian Kraft?
I go with the one that can actually take care of his blue balls, and that would not be the blue ball team. I'm going with the Hartford Whalers.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent pick. So you heard it here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Toilet Talk. I'm your host, John Bank. Let's give somebody a big thank you for Brian Kraft for appearing as our first live studio audience
Member.
There you go, member. He's a big old member. That's what he is. On Toilet Talk.
Big for a white man.
Right. Anyway, thank you. Tune in next week. Good luck to everybody in week 3 except for Eric Donrude. Fuck you, Eric.
No.
Son of a bitch.
Check us!